Hello, anyone and everyone. I am Echo, and today we are exploring Aviary Attorney. In the last episode, we completed the trial and sort of barely scraped by, and we've found out that apparently it was Judge Romulus who ate the chocolate. Then we took a trip to the Louvre, and nothing turned up there because, why would there be? Now, Jayjay has been knocked out in the middle of the night, woken up by Falcon. I'm sorry, not Falcon. Jayjay is Falcon, that's his last name. He was woken up by Sparrowson. Either by the actual Sparrowson or like a weird ghostly image of him. I'm not sure which. And now we have to go to the Pont des Arts. For some reason, but hey, whatever, we're going there. Toussaint, come on, monsieur, wake up. I said wake up, you're starting to worry me. Oh, so it was Toussaint waking us up, and we just sort of imagined it was Sparrowson. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician. Ugh, my head. Where am I? The Pont des Arts. You know, by the Louvre. In Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Jayjay Falcon or something? What time is it? Actually, what day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January, and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning. 21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the court d'Assises 10 minutes ago. Oh, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Maybe if I sprint. In your condition, that will be stupid. Take a seat. Clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. No time. Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go. What's this, a dip pen? No, wait. It's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this? Then I suppose it has to be mine. Fountain pen has been added to your evidence folder. Uh-oh. We took that from the person who tried to kill us. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey, don't call me a fisherman. That guy does not like being called a fisherman. Clearly. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Tisk, such unprofessionalism. If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, but make it quick. I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served. You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute. No. My job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the sphere of justice. Okay, I gotta admit, I actually kind of like this guy. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present. Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, Jayjay, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor. But, Your Honor, rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. Uh-oh. It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. The King of France? He's here? Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was late, and, oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Sorry. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. Jayjay, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? Ha 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 ha, screw you, wolf. Ah, fine. Proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madams and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is a testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't speak today. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Okay, let's cross-examine the hell out of this king. Select a statement to question. We entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. In the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. Holy crap. I don't know anything about... Can I take a look at the... Okay, that's my witness thing. That's my money. Evidence folder. Got the fountain pen. Falcon woke up upon the Pont des Arts with fountain pen in hand. Contains green ink. Chocolate receipt. Don Quixote. Poisoned rose. Book page. Arnhem business card. Chocolate wrapper. I honestly can't think of anything that matches with these. He came in the south entrance. We know that. That's not. There's nothing we could possibly question about him coming in the south entrance. We know he came in the south entrance. That's a very well-known public fact. We could point out further that that Juan likely came in the west entrance, but that isn't relevant to him saying that. Pass to the Salle du Tibre. Grand Gallery. I guess the only thing I can ask about is the Prince of Spain. Yeah, I guess maybe something can come of this. Again, unfortunately, a bit of a shot in the dark, but, yeah, I think it's worth it. Alright. Your Majesty, you say that you were presented with a rose by the Prince of Spain. Indeed. He formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he called me Senor. That man was not the Prince of Spain. Why did Major Howell take the rose? Well, we don't actually have proof that he wasn't the Prince of Spain, do we? I don't think so. I know we heard something that, like, implied that, but I don't remember what it was. Oh god, I'm bad at this. Sorry. Why did Major Howell take the rose? I guess that makes sense, yeah. I find it curious that Major Howell snatched the rose before he could take it. Why did he do that? The Major has always been a protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as a royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say that he did his job well. Well, I can't argue with that. Do you have another question about Prince Juan? Sure. That man was not the Prince of Spain. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it. Your Majesty, prosecutor, members of the court, brace yourselves because I have a revelation that will turn this trial on its head. Juan Corrido is not the Prince of Spain. That's not a revelation, Falcon. It isn't? Of course not. We all know that the current ruler is Queen Regnant Isabella II, and that she has no children. The Corridos are obviously pretenders to the throne. Prince Juan's title is probably self-appointed. But his name isn't even Juan. Sure. But his name isn't even Juan Corrido. I don't even think the fox is Spanish. So what? So what? That's important. JJ, what's important is that this man is accused of committing murder and of conspiring to kill the king. That's what's in dispute here. The man's name is irrelevant. He could be named Juan Corrido or Bob Struney for all I care. It doesn't change the events that transpired on the morning of January 6th. I suppose that's true. No. Crap. I guess that led nowhere, but I don't know what we were supposed to cross-examine the king about. Yeah, no more questions. Statement of question. Oh, so it's gonna give us a second chance until we can figure it out? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know it was gonna do that. We've kind of managed to either luck out or something all the other times. We never needed to ask more. Alright, so south entrance, that's still... So it's either the Salle du Tibre... They passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. I'm trying to think of anything that happened there. I can't look at the map again, right? I don't have the map with me. The map of the, map of the Louvre. No, I don't have that. So, I guess... Grand Gallery... Unveiled the new painting, gave a short speech... Crap. It's gotta be one of these two, I think. They passed through the Salle du Tibre. That's, the Salle du Tibre, I think that was where we found the chocolate wrapper, right? So we found the chocolate wrapper there. Maybe... Did he see anyone else there? Maybe he saw Judge Romulus there. Maybe we could, extra pin throwing out the chocolate wrapper on Judge Romulus or something. Or maybe he saw... Major Howell eating the chocolate wrapper and throwing it out. So I'm going to ask about that. Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle du Tibre uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the Salle du Tibre? What about the other rooms? Crap. What about... What did you see? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Tibre? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. Want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, your majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. Fuck yeah, I did it! What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, your majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, your majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Swanson? No, Mademoiselle Cygne. Hell yeah. Mademoiselle Cygne. And let me just point out, for the record, Cygne is, like, a really cool name. I don't know why. It just rolls off the tongue really nice. Anyway, Mademoiselle Cygne. Cygne, that sounds familiar. Why yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Cygne. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Cygne gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. Now, just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes! Yes! Shame on you, defense! Implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that's significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. No, I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, Jayjay. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs. What the hell? That was totally relevant, though. The dude ate the chocolate. Now he's in the hospital. Just point that out, Jayjay. Objection! Sparrowson. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Ha. More like Phoenix, son. Right? Get it? Ha. Okay. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late, the trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originated from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshoot, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... Oh, we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Folleret. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note, signed by a medical professional, definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Gah! So then, what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. Jayjay's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh, don't tell me he got Cygne. Hello. You. Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness. Surprise witness? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Kokoro liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Cygne, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Cygne is a possible suspect for this case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Cygne as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Cygne. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good, very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Mary Cygne, and I am a flower seller. Mademoiselle Cygne, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle de Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshoot, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. Dun dun dun. You gained a little favor with the jury. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? No, I haven't finished my examination. Yeah, we're taking this to the next level. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. You would think it was disgusting, you crook. Nonetheless, I believe the mademoiselle has admitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Okay. So, we can't really point out the fountain pen because, yeah, it contains green ink. So, we confirmed with somebody else that Romulus uses green ink in his pens, but we can't point that out because she won't recognize the thing, but we can point the chocolate receipt out to prove that he had, yeah, and it's signed in green ink. And, okay, so yeah, these two are, like, totally connected, but, I think this one's first, because the fountain pen's, like, irrelevant to Cygne, specifically. So we'll do this. Does it ring any bells, mademoiselle? No, this doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Ha, useless. I knew there was nothing up your sleeve. They're stalling. What a buffoon. No. Nuh-uh. Wait. I know I must have something. Mademoiselle, take a look at this. What? But... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. This proves that he bought the chocolate and... So the fountain pen then? But... No, it must be the chocolate wrapper. Because it must... I guess... Fine, the chocolate wrapper. Does it ring any bells? No, this doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Okay, then the fountain pen then, I guess, because nothing else... Oh, what the hell? Enough, you're overstepping your bounds as a defense attorney, Falcon. You've clearly proven that your client is innocent by tracking down the real murderer. Your job is done. But, Your Honor, I'm afraid the judge is in the right here, Jayjay. It's obvious that you want to exonerate this mademoiselle, and that's admirable. But it's also obvious that you don't have the evidence to support your claims right here and now. Let this go. The mademoiselle can defend herself in her own trial. So, we're in agreement, prosecutor? Ready to wrap this up? We are. I have no further questions for the defense or for Mademoiselle Cygne. And I shall now converse with the jury to decide Prince Juan's verdict, although I suspect this won't take too long. Damn it! We won't, will we, Falcon? Yeah, blah blah. Sparrowson, you are clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best. How the hell is this for the best? My parents are safe, that's all I wanted. Her parents are being threatened by Judge Romulus. Oh, your parents, what about you? Well, that deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendant, Prince Juan to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Yeah. Not guilty, yay. Fantastic. Not guilty, Your Honor. What will happen to me? You? Well, you haven't been formally tried yet. But fortunately for you, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may even see the blade of the guillotine by tomorrow. How lucky! I see. You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades regularly. Yeah, that's not cool, dude. Nobody here likes gallows humor? Whatever. Court is adjourned. I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Mr. Falcon, Mr. Sparrowson. You did your best. It can't end like this. This isn't how I wanted things to go, Senor Falcon. No, me neither. We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone. What good is effort if these are the results I produce? Tell me, Senor Falcon, do you know why I hired you as my defense lawyer? I really don't. I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with philosophy, an ideal. And I stand by that. You are a man with a strong ideal. It's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that, given enough time, your ideal will become refined and you will come to live up to your reputable family name. The Falcon name is reputable? I didn't know that. He's not talking about... Never mind. In any case, here's your payment. I don't deserve this. Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last you will see of Prince Juan. But feel free to come by R&M Associates if you need any help in the future, Senor Falcon. Impressive, Jayjay. You actually managed to successfully defend your client. Severin, are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Cygne? Probably. Why? Do you think you can get her a reduced sentence? For attempting to murder the king? I empathize with the Mademoiselle, Jayjay, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now. I'm going to go get a drink. Yeah, me too. Well, oh well, second trial, won. Your game has been saved. You wish to continue? Yeah, not right now. I think we'll end it here for this episode. And I'll see you all in the next act, Act 3, it will probably be. So yes, if you all made it to the end of this, then please consider leaving a comment. I'd really appreciate it. That would make you a very cool person. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.